If you're currently struggling to get good dates on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Raya, but you have a cool Instagram account and you want to maybe see if you can turn up the heat and get dating leads inbound to your Instagram, I'm going to show you exactly how we do this using a tool that we build here at Quantum Horizons called Story Sniper Cupid Pro. So this is a very specific strategy, and it's produced a lot of results for dozens of men currently in like entrepreneurship, business, fitness, all types of different niches that you probably align with. And so if you want to see if you qualify for something like this, you should definitely check this out, or at least just get educated on how the strategy actually works. Because if you've been wasting a bunch of money on platforms like Hinge, Tinder, and Bumble, and you're confused as to why you're not getting results, we need to first address the elephant in the room, which is you're statistically at a disadvantage on all of these apps. And all three of these platforms are designed for dopamine-fueled experiences. It's not actually meant to convert. It's meant to keep you in the app. Now, I don't need to, nor do I want to, explain all of the reasons why these apps are probably not converting well for you. But if you're focused and you're a business cat and you're moving forward in your life, but you need to add some dating into your life, while automating the hunt process, you'll need to look through a very alternative lens. So in this video, I'm going to show you how our clients run that dating growth pattern on their Instagram using mass story viewing. And so Story Sniper is watching the stories of targeted users to push you to the top of their viewer list and notifications. So on average, this converts to about a follower for every 200 views as a platform average. Now for dating specifically, because we have a lot of different ways that we do this, but we watch between 1,000 and 12,000 stories per day, depending on the specifics of our client. So sometimes they want like more targeted results. So of course that results in us being more picky with the targeting. Now the main technology overview. So in this section, I'm going to be talking about how we actually deliver this. We use mass story viewing to deliver the strategy. And this allows us to attract rather than chase our ideal dating candidates, right? You've probably heard that before. Attract, don't chase. Well, Quantum Horizons, my company, builds several algorithms for this program with several objectives in this strategy, and dating is just one of them. Now, one downside to this strategy is it requires 22 times more scraping power for us to deliver a good result. And for that reason, we only sell it to a select group of candidates. You have to have a good Instagram, and if you're 300 pounds, we can't help you at this time. It'd be like us putting lipstick on a pig. We just can't do it. So why does this strategy work? Why is it that mass story viewing somehow accelerates your dating life? Well, it's the art of Psywar. The allure of story viewing is a highly psychological game. From a woman's point of view, this is an incredibly exciting avenue of curiosity. Oh, you're watching my story, but you don't follow me. Story Sniper has a primary product, which is the story viewing, right? But in Cupid Pro, there are a few psychological triggers that we use that are randomly fired over a 15-day window. So for example, a girl might think, oh my God, this guy's watching my story again, but I now know 2 girls that are following him. So Cupid Pro is constantly analyzing the second and third degree connections of users, and then of course how those users actually relate back to you. So you may be wondering, like, what the fuck does that even look like? Let's say you're David, this guy in the middle, right? And you're looking at Jessica's story 3 times over the course of a month, but Jessica follows Sarah, Danny, Lucy, and Abby. Well, if Story Sniper sees Sarah and Danny, it's going to also try to get them to follow you. And eventually, Jessica will see, oh my God, 2 of my friends followed David. So Story Sniper creates and compounds dating social proof. And it has a strategy rotation. So it's going to pick between 4 different strategies to apply to each person. Let's take a look at how those psychological strategies actually work. The first one, which is my favorite, which is a windfall pattern, will lightly spam a prospect with 2 or 3 likes on her page. And this will go along with a story view, but won't necessarily follow her. So it will pull back and view her account again 48 hours later. And this converts nearly 40% of the time and generally results in 2 outcomes. And we're going to talk about that. She'll either follow you if she converts, or she will spam your page sometimes 4, sometimes 12 times to get your attention. If she's really interested, she'll do both. Now, if she follows you, you can follow her back, and this will work well. But if she follows you and you don't even care, Cupid will at least send her a short DM to get the combo going. It's not going to be a pickup line. It's going to be something simple like howdy. Now, the social proof compounding is going to work really well here. In the long-term strategy, Cupid will continuously build you a network of girls. And so one by one, the prospects will be in the same social circle and they'll be engaged by the tool and start following you. So for example, if you're David, David will now show Jessica that 7 of her mutual friends are now following you. And that social proof compounds. That social proof is critical for women. The other one that's really cool is Emoji React. While it's the most basic of the 4, it opens a direct message upon the action. And so it simply replies to the story with an emoji, and that opens the DM. Now the last one, this is the most critical for guys who are getting a lot of results, which is called network maintenance. Okay? We've got guys who get 50 fucking matches a day on this shit. And so they don't have the time nor the energy to care about these new matches. They're busy. So Cupid will periodically engage with the new followed prospects even after they're attracted to ensure that, they're staying interested, even if the client doesn't really want to follow them back. So it'll give them the effect of like, oh, David follows me, but it doesn't follow me yet. So that digital breadcrumbing will continue until you get around to talking to her. Now, one more thing. This is not for everybody. It's literally the most ballsy fucking thing you can do. It's AI-powered DM, which will talk like you, but with more swagger. And it will even set up dates. It'll move to get a number. It'll flirt. It'll pull back. It'll do all the psychological shit that you see online. It'll even transcribe and reply to voice messages. So it'll handle everything for you. Now, there are added costs and, of course, risk with applying something like that to this strategy. And I would encourage you to think twice before you do it. Now, Intel briefing. Okay, so we just covered how we do all this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you literally what I'm about to do in 30 minutes after I post this for my buddy Sam, who's getting on this today. So Sam goes by Rug, and he's a rich Persian businessman. Okay, he lives a truly exciting life. He's an operations manager at a huge OF firm. He's got money. He's got clout because he sells artwork to billionaires, and he's a fucking total baller. Like, the dude's living a crazy fucking life in LA. Now, he wants to only engage with women in LA, so he wants to see if I can get him set up with a Latina or maybe an Asian flow, of new dates. He doesn't want anybody over 30, just like you and I don't. But he only wants to talk with the hot leads, and he doesn't want to have to send them a pickup line or any other bullshit. Okay, so we'll make sure Cupid is handling that for him. So the tech stack that we'll be employing here, of course, is Story Sniper, which is going to be the Cupid Pro basic thing, right? Which is the main component. The data scraping to get the right people in the door is going to be done with another technology that we build called Lead Sweeper. Now, the status reports and updates will be managed on Notion. That way, Rug knows exactly what we're doing day to day. Now, for the data scraping strategy, this is something I want to show you is how do I actually do this? Okay, so I took about 800 accounts that currently follow Rug recently, and then I got like the best ones out of that. So we're going to be going into their network and expanding it. So it'll roughly end up around like 1,400 accounts that we're going to be targeting. Now, we're targeting the networks of these accounts. So it's actually millions of profiles that will be qualified into this strategy. And we're going to split those into 3 groups. The first group is going to be targeting the followers of those users. So we're going to be watching the stories of people who follow users who may know of Rug. Now with group 2, we're going to be analyzing people who are liking and engaging with content on those people. So we'll get a lot of active users to engage towards Rug, which of course increases that social proof. Group 3 is our moonshot, because these are the people that are followed by the users. These are the highest ticket accounts. These are going to be like your models, C-list actresses, exclusive content creators, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, and the Hollywood speedrunners. All right, so at this point, you probably have a lot of questions, and I hope you do. Let's answer the elephant in the room, which is how do we know Story Sniper is only going to attract girls to Rug's page? Aren't there thousands of guys in the targeting? Absolutely, but we're going to use an AI to automatically disqualify and remove any guy with a male name from getting indexed and viewed. So this won't strictly filter to women, but it will at least kick out a majority of the males. Now, how many stories will this tool watch per day, right? Because it's kicking out so many accounts. 3,000 to 12,000 stories a day can get viewed if I have loose parameters, but in this case, as you saw, I've got pretty strict ones, so it's going to be between 1,200 and 4,000. Now, if the targeting is strict, will Rug get less results? Absolutely, but this is a game of quality versus quantity, right? So we're looking to increase his sexual marketplace value and increase his social proof from other women, so we only want to engage in DM with the best leads. So for that reason, you should not do this strategy if you don't take your personal appearance seriously. Like, if you don't take yourself seriously, if you're not hitting the gym, if you're not fucking doing the right things in your life to make yourself look good, don't apply. Come back to this later. This costs money, and so do dates, okay? Go figure. You got to spend money on women these days, okay? If you're on the way up, you should come back to this. Don't do this unless you've got some actual motherfucking money. This will also not work if you're a simp. You will get absolutely demolished, okay? For the same reason you have to have money is the same reason you can't be a simp. These girls will absolutely destroy you and crush you if you deserve it, okay? So be ready for that. Don't do this unless you're somebody who can be detached. If you get attached easily to women, any girl that talks to you, avoid this program. You got to live a cool life. If your account sucks, it doesn't look cool, like there's nothing about it that's fascinating or interesting to women, we can't help you. We can't allow you to join. Our goal is to only get the best candidates, the best results, period. For that reason, we reject most people that apply to this. We only accept the best. And don't let that stop you from applying if you don't think that if you think you do apply, you should apply, okay? The link is down below, right? You apply if you're a business or owner or entrepreneur or somebody else who's just living a high velocity lifestyle. Because you need to have enough income to afford a high velocity dating technology like this. It costs money, just like Bumble, Tinder, or anything else. This thing produces good results and it costs money. So if you're ready to seriously hit the dating market in your city, you should consider something like this. You have to be somewhat stable in your life, right? You don't have to be like all there, okay? Nobody is. But if you can be confident that you're emotionally, mentally, financially, physically, spiritually stable, you should do this. Go ahead and run it, Playboy. Go fill out the link. Go see if you can get in, right? And we'll look at it. Cool?